Hello friends, I am Archimedes. I was born in Syracuse, a Greek city in Sicily, in 287 BC, to a family of upper middle class. My father was a mathematician and astronomer. My mother was a descendant of the royal family of the island. From an early age, I showed interest in numbers, shapes and patterns. I would spend hours playing with numbers, trying to find patterns and relationships between them. My parents recognized my abilities and hired a tutor for me. As a child, I was very inquisitive and loved asking questions about everything I saw around me. My mind was filled with wonder, and I was eager to understand the world around me. I would spend hours watching the stars and trying to figure out their patterns and movements. I was fascinated by the natural world and would spend hours observing plants, animals, and the human body. I was also interested in art and music and would spend hours drawing and playing the lyre. When I grew up, I became a mathematician and inventor. I made many important discoveries and inventions, including the principle of buoyancy, the law of the lever, and the method of exhaustion. I also invented many machines, including the compound pulley, the claw wheel, and the spiral staircase. I worked for the king of Syracuse and was involved in several military projects, including the defense of the city against the Romans. However, I hated war and violence and would have preferred to live a peaceful life. I was married, but I never had any children. I loved my wife dearly and she was the love of my life. We had a wonderful relationship and she was very supportive of my work. In my spare time, I liked to read, write, and play games. I was also very active and enjoyed swimming, walking, and riding horses. I was passionate about mathematics and science, and my greatest ambition was to understand the fundamental laws of the universe. I believed that mathematics was the key to understanding the universe, and I devoted my life to studying it. Throughout my life, there were many good and bad events and happenings. But through it all, my passion for mathematics never wavered. One of my greatest achievements was being knighted by King Hiero II for my invention of a device that could accurately measure the area of a circle. I was also proud of my work on the defense of Syracuse. Even though it was a tragic time, I was a very particular person and had certain habits and routines that I liked to follow. I always wore a white robe and sandals, and my hair and beard were always neatly trimmed. I was very punctual and never kept people waiting. I was also very organized and kept my work area clean and tidy. I was a vegetarian and never ate meat or fish. I believed that eating meat was wrong, and I only ate fruits, vegetables, and grains. I also abstained from alcohol and other drugs. One of my greatest fears was the fear of losing my sight. I was afraid that if I went blind, I would not be able to do my work. And so I took great care of my eyes and wore protective glasses when working on experiments. I died in 212 BC at the age of 75. I was killed by a Roman soldier during the siege of Syracuse. The Roman army had invaded the city, and I was so absorbed in my work that I did not realize that they were there. A Roman soldier came up to me and asked me to get up and come with him. I refused, thinking that he was just another one of King Hiero's soldiers who was trying to recruit me for his army. The soldier got angry and drew his sword, and before I knew what had happened, I was dead. If you wish, you can download my full story in a PDF file.